Hey, hey. Rob was saying I was over here Russian people. He like, you Russian people. I'm like,
Yeah.
What a day.
what a day.
What a day.
What a day.
Sheesh.
It happens. It happens. We are here. We are ready. We got lots to talk about. It's our week. It's our time because we talk about the foolishness on the internet and give everybody this midweek laughter that they so very much need. Right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
And before we get into that, as usual, we're going to introduce ourselves in alphabetical order.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Garcia, and I'm so excited to be here with my Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. We want to give a major shout out to Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Yes, we are on the internet radio every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can hear the replays of our shows, so check us out there. Telly, what is up, girl?
It is all good in the hood. Hello, everyone. My name is Telly, and I'm also another proud member of the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. Woo! We're going to get right into it. Sheba girl, tell them who you are.
And I am Toshiba. They call me Sheba. I'm the final female member of the crew, but I'm going to have my partner in crime and in life introduce himself.
Robbie, 3 times. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. So, not every relationship you're in should be on Beyonce and Blue Ivy's internet, especially if the relationship you had just left had produced a child, and then you talked about your ex cheating, but had a new boyfriend within 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, even 5 months of having a new baby, and then you get pregnant with your new boyfriend's child, and well, this is what happens. And I mean, you know, people always want to give us crap about talking about this person, but she gives us so much to talk about. And we are talking about good old Summer Walker, y'all. So Summer Walker and Larry, her what was he? Her soulmate, the stepdaddy to her child. They are no longer together, and she is with child. So she has a 1-year-old and is pregnant with another man's child, and now they're not together. But Summer Walker, she had some words for us. She wanted us to know what is up with her and Larry. And she says, people been trying to be in my business bad lately. I don't know why y'all need updates on my life, LOL. Like, go touch grass. But I've decided to be single. It's no hard feelings. Larry is an amazing father. There's just certain things I won't tolerate, but we're super duper happy to have all our children, and we just live in life. He'd be at every swim class, every photo shoot, every doctor appointment, every baby event. And no, I ain't removing my face tat. I still have hella love for him. She proceeds to let us know, okay? Also, I don't have to name any names because you see it every day in the media. All these celebrity women who are in marriages, quote unquote, or in long-term relationships with children be getting dogged out every week. Every month they complaining about how they getting cheated on, beat on, children being had on them, they lonely, etc. But they rather stay for the image, just to say they have a man or a ring, or just to keep receiving apology Birkins and cars. The only difference between me and them and the rest of y'all is I prefer my peace and happiness. So I walk away, relaxed with all that. Wow, she's still not married. I could have been married to either one of my child's father. It's just certain things I won't tolerate, but nothing was a mistake. I wanted all my children by the age of 25 on purpose, and I did that. They're perfect, beautiful, and make me happier than I could ever be. But 95% of y'all in the same predicament or worse, so save it. I guess she told us.
She did, you know. Deadly winter strikes again. Look, like, I know that she's trying it with her foolishness, saying how, oh, you know, I could have stayed with Larry, as if Larry had anything to give her. She was supporting Larry more than the other way around. She was taking care of Larry. No one else. She had 3 kids. Larry's one of them.
So is she still pregnant?
Yes!
Yes, she's still pregnant.
She's calling London on the Trap's baby their baby. Yes, that's when you said, she said because Larry ain't got no kids. This is Larry's first kid. So she refers to
So-
London's baby as Larry's baby.
They met, had a baby, broke up before the baby drops. This just sounds like promotion for the new album.
Well, according to her, she knew Larry before she knew London. Her and Larry had been longtime friends, and then they became lovers because they realized that they were meant for each other.
Sounds suspicious.
Garcia's face is killing me. Just like, Cara, what you gotta say, girl?
You know, Summer is a wonder, man. I don't know what else to say about this young lady. Like, like, first of all, just even her whole script or whatever the hell that was supposed to be, her, manifesto of, well, I could have been, sis, we all could have been something, but you chose to do this. Like, this is what you decided to do. And then you're like, oh, 95% of y'all are in the same thing. I'm like, no.
We're not in that predicament.
No.
So who are these people she's talking about?
No, you're talking about maybe about 30%, not
90.
95. Like,
That's a big number.
where do you get off? Like, stop trying to normalize your behavior.
She's trying to justify her own
It's
actions.
not normal to, like, I would love to know if she tried to work it out with Larry before she decided that she was going to go be a single pregnant mom.
She's not working it out with anybody.
No,
She's too busy writing that long ass letter to the entire world. As if
she
we
gave it
care.
no effort. Because
We don't care. It's not like she was dating P. Diddy or 50 Cent. She was dating Larry. Who the hell is Larry?
And now his face is...
Girl, just go
Name
find
is
Nick
on her
Cannon and
face.
have a kid with him. Like, I don't know. Leave people. No one cares. No one.
As I've said, again, I hope people now realize that London on the track is not the problem, that Summer is the problem.
She is the problem.
Your vagina didn't even air out before you had a stepdaddy and a new baby. That's all I'm saying. Now you're going to have 2 kids under 2, probably 18 months, because whatever it is. I don't know.
And
Mm.
and it's just disrespectful to take away ownership of that child from its father. Like, we need to stop this behavior.
Yeah, that's not called for.
It's immature. It's stupid. You're the age you are. You're not a little kid anymore. You're grown. You know better. Like, don't be taking away men's children from them simply because you're still angry.
Yeah, so she doesn't tolerate things. What exactly?
What, drug use?
What
Which is
should
what
she
she's
not-
probably doing.
What toleration? Like,
What,
we don't.
yeah.
What is it?
What will she not tolerate?
That hairstyle she did when she shaved her head with the little oxtail on her head.
Sis, stop going on, like.
Remember that foolishness? That's what people should not tolerate. That hairstyle. We are stuck here tolerating Deadly Winter.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Why?
done. Actually, I'm done. I'm done because I can't.
Which is a waste of air, a waste of time, a waste of space. I don't know anyone that walks around saying, yeah, I'm a huge Summer Walker fan. I don't know anybody. Her whole album is just about hate and how she wants to slap the London on the Track's mama, cursing her off for how she raised London. Like, no, little miss, it's not London, it's you.
So there's that. So we're gonna move on from that because we wish her nothing.
We wish her nothing.
God bless her children, and
Yes.
that will be that. Well, this next story is, I think, ratchet to the next level. And I just think be careful about the relationships you get in. And also, not everything is for public consumption, but thank you for making it public consumption so we can talk about your foolishness. So imagine this scenario: you're out shopping with your girlfriend, you're about to buy shoes for your child, and this happens.
Oh, God.
No, it's with us, guys. So are you gonna buy me some? Are you gonna buy my money?
We go upstairs. We go upstairs get some shoes.
Why you just start there?
I already told you.
Why you just start upstairs for me and my daughter?
Okay, check this out. My son come first. My
I
son come
understand
first.
that, but you're paying child support every month.
Okay,
$1,100.
Okay, we're gonna buy you some shoes.
Okay.
We're gonna go upstairs buy you and I some shoes, okay? Chill out, like, okay? You cool?
No, you can put those back though.
Don't put them
You can get some cheaper shoes. You're not about to pay for no shoes. That's not nice.
You get cheaper shoes.
No, you can get
You
cheaper
want to
shoes.
pay less? No.
You barely pay the bills at home, my nigga. You barely pay the bills at home though.
You see what mama got to deal with, bro? Just to buy
I'm
yourself
not
some
about to do
shoes.
this. Like,
Not about to do
so
Not about
you
you
can put
what?
those back. I'm not about to do this with you.
For what?
I'm not about to do this with you. Thank you. Thank you. You put the shoes back, so
Alright.
go look at the shows.
When you yours, you.
I'm not getting mine.
You're not
And
getting
you're
yours.
not getting yours either. Don't play with me. Play with me.
Alright,
You're not getting yours, sweetie.
Let's go.
You see this body? You ain't getting yours.
Okay, we see it. Okay, whatever, bro. We see it. No, we see that deal with, bro.
Pick out my
What would you
shoes.
do, bro?
Pick
If
out
your
my
son wears
shoes.
some shoes. No, what would you do for someone
Why
wears some
are you
shoes?
putting him in this?
What would you do, bro? What would you do, bro?
Why are you putting him in
The
this?
poor store clerk.
Whatever. All right, whatever, man. I'm cool. You know what?
I
Listen,
get cool.
listen, when we get home, I'm packing my shit and I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Then I'm coming back and buy myself
I'll
some
have
fucking
to
shoes.
buy you some shoes tomorrow.
Okay,
That's fine.
cool. Have me
That's
buy some
fine.
shoes. Okay.
Bye.
Bro, you see this? You know what she said? You know what she said? I can have Nick come buy me some shoes, bro. Hey, look at her, bro. Okay, look at you, stank ass. Yeah. Stank ass. Stank ass. Stank ass. All right, man. Go on. Stank ass. I'm coming to get my shit. Do not bleach my clothes again.
Again.
Oh.
And the
That's over her
headline dared
outfit.
to say, man's girlfriend gets at him for trying to buy shoes for his son, saying he already pays child support and he hasn't bought anything for her.
So wait, is she jealous of her own? She's jealous of her own kid getting.
It's not
affected?
her child.
Not her child.
It's his child.
Oh, she's jelly.
She's jealous of.
the
She's
child.
jealous of the man's picnic.
Yes.
Because he's paying $1,100 a month in child support. So in her mind, that's enough for the child's mother to buy the child shoes.
There should be no fun.
But it's his kid. He can do whatever he wants.
Can I just say something? This is the perfect example of what older people mean when they say the generations coming up just get more selfish, more narcissistic, and more ridiculous. Who are you trying to get in between a man and his son?
That's horrible. Wow.
Go ahead, Robert.
I can answer that question. Let's pay attention to the confusing Tatiana outfit first.
Thank you.
She got her whole middle of her chest.
Wide open.
She got the standard Tatiana flat sandals on.
I'm done.
But then you got the short jean jacket on, so it's obviously
Chilly.
at least cold enough that you gotta have something on. And I blame him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just blame him. He should get out of there. Doesn't sound like they actually have a child together.
I hope.
But, bruh, you should be doing better for yourself than that, man. Like, that sounds like she should be somebody else's problem. The first time she bleached her clothes.
That's what I was going to say. That was the key. He said to bleach, don't bleach my clothes again. As in, I repeat, as in she's done this before and you went back.
She bleached her clothes.
Yeah, sis is like stuck in 1992 with that outfit. Like, girl. Also, this is what I hate. And this is my major pet peeve. And we talk about this, so y'all know. I hate being embarrassed.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
And I hate when the embarrassment is brought on by someone else. Like, if I fall and trip in a store and it's my fault, like I tripped over my own foot, then okay. But when you take me out of my house and bring me to a store, to the mall, whatever, and you put me out on these streets and you embarrass me,
That's a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
this man shouldn't even have he should have been like, you know what? You, miss, need help and I am leaving. And you just buy those little boyish shoes and then you
And
walk right out of the store.
That's it.
Or, like, she said, you're gonna leave this body, and that's always so crazy.
I agree.
Refers to herself. I expect that kind of talk from sex dolls, not from actual people. So we know bro ain't getting very much out of that relationship, other than some
Boxes, you would say. Some butt.
That part.
Yeah, he shouldn't either. It doesn't. What are you doing?
Well, I hope clearly not buying shoes for his son because like all of that argument, there is nothing. Buy the shoes and call it a day, like you said.
Right.
Buy
That's it.
and call
That's
it a
it.
day. You
Right.
let her talk, and you give your card, and you put in your PIN, and he gives you in a box, and you take it to your picnic. End of story. There's nothing else to be said. If he is agreed to pay his baby mother $1,100, that's between the both of them. Whether he can afford it or not, that's going to be between the both of them, right? It is what it is. Then don't be with the man, because where's your baby daddy? Because you're saying he's got to go pay something for her and her daughter. Where's her dad? Clearly, her dad isn't paying you $1,100 and buying your child shoes. So maybe think about your life and your life choices. That's all I love.
Yeah, she fell for the illusion that, oh, if my baby father won't pay, then I'll find some other sucker to pay. That's the illusion she's dancing around in that outfit.
That's a mashup
The
outfit.
Thadiana collection
2023. Spring summer 2023 Thadiana.
No, we're actually going to move on. Yes,
She bleached it herself.
I have nothing. Yes, and ladies, stop with the bleaching of the clothes. Stop
Don't
with
bleach your clothes.
that. Like, you do
The
realize
tie-dye.
all destruction of property, and a man can sue you. I don't care. It's not funny. It's not cute. It's not high five. Do not
It is funny.
leave. Go away. Like, why are you putting in energy and just you can go to actually jail for that if they so choose. Because who knows? He puts that bleach burns his skin. Like, there's just so much. Why? It's just a waste of time, and it speaks to the type of woman you are. Just saying. But that's just
Absolutely.
we move on. Speaking of men who knew their worth. So in this segment called Know Your Worth, King, I'm going to introduce you to a man who knew his worth and said, you know what? I'm good on some of these things that's going on in these streets, and I'm going to put this on pause. Shoot, unfortunately, you ladies can't see them. I have to start changing some of these backgrounds. But let me read what this king decided that he was going to do. And so this is a woman, she's posing a question to the internet, and she says, ladies, I found a good man. Cares for me, helps me out, and has welcomed my kids in his home. At 3 a.m., his car alarm sounded. We caught my baby daddy stealing gas out of his car. He says, I can't be with someone who would have kids by a guy like that. Advice?
Set the man free. Set the man free.
She's asking for advice. She doesn't know
Let
the
him-
answer to her own
Yeah,
question.
let him go, because what did you do to provoke this man to wake up out of his bed at 3 a.m. and steal gas from your new man's car?
He's stealing gas.
And you had children with this man.
Children. She said kids.
Carol.
Roll.
Imagine the neighbors like looking out their window.
Bringing ghetto-ness into this man's life.
Look out
This
the
man
window.
is probably like, has a nice home,
I'm sure.
has a great job, and he's like, I really want a family. He bought them in, accepting them, lives in a nice neighborhood. And this ghetto sis comes in with her ghetto ex, and he
Stealing gas out of the man's car.
set the man free.
Robert?
This is where my caca detector goes off and says
Something doesn't smell right.
something. Out of all the cars in the city that they live in, why is he stealing gas out of her boyfriend's car at 3 a.m. other than they lined him up? she's in cahoots with this situation. They're both trash. Whether he thinks he doesn't understand, cut your loss, bro, and make sure of it, because the fact that he pulls up at, because I'm pretty sure he don't know where bro stay at.
No, he knows. That's how he knows.
No,
Because his kids are there.
nah,
She-
her house.
No, the kids live. He moved them
Yeah,
in.
What I'm saying is like
He moved them in. That's the problem.
morning,
She moved in.
gas, like, bruh, I'm not.
Again, and has
Fine.
welcomed my kids in his home. He moved her and the babies in.
She ain't on the up and up with you, bro. That's pretty much the point that I'm trying
I
to make.
agree.
It's just that like I said, my BS detector is going off. Like, how he know to come steal gas? Like, how he don't know he wasn't planning on getting gas in the morning? You know what I mean? Like, that just.
I say she's
How does he
still
know there was
sleeping with the
gas in
baby
the car
daddy.
to steal? I don't know if she's sleeping with him, but they talking too much.
No, that there's got to be some sleeping together. I just don't think some men.
She did something to provoke this man.
Something.
Men are
She
doing this
did
off
something.
of their own mind. Well, I'm gonna go to that guy's house and steal gas out of his car. That at 3 a.m. in the morning. There
Something's
was
going
a
on.
trigger. Something.
Something's going on.
Some may add up. The math ain't mathing.
That's it.
So
This is not natural.
his worth, and that's what
Yeah,
color
that's
knowing
the
your
main
worth.
point. Just dip. That
He knew his worth. He said again. Unfortunately, in life, people, when we make choices, we have to deal with the consequences. Some are
Mhm.
consequences and some are going to be long-term consequences. A very long-term consequences is the people we choose to have children with. Whether we like it or not, they're with us forever. Okay?
True.
When you make choices and then people look at the choices you make, there are a lot of people who will judge you based on the people you had children with, for good or for bad. And there's certain things that people can forgive and say, you know what, you were younger, you made choices, whatever. But your choices from the past shouldn't come and be affecting what you've got going on in the present. That is the issue. I'm sure
Mhm.
that the baby father wasn't the greatest, but he didn't expect him to come to his front door, basically, in his garage or wherever the car was and stealing gas. That's just too close for comfort. So bro said, I'm out. So I say know your worth, king. And ladies, make better choices about who you're having babies with. Simple.
Mhm.
That is our lesson for the day. So before we move on to our second segment, which actually gets crazier,
Believe it or not.
or not, it actually gets crazier. We are going to, as usual, do our 3 minutes with Robbie 3 times. Do you remember the stories we're talking about? I know you're talking a little bit.
Started with Summer Walker.
Okay.
Mm.
He said, I know we started with Summer Walker. So I
Oh,
guess
Jesus.
Miss Walker. And so we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
I want to hear Larry start the story first off to see what is it that, like your girl said, what is it that she's not tolerating? Something, it sounds a bit not right about Summer, beyond the fact that she seems to, despite being pregnant the last 2 summers, she is not with either one of the kids' fathers. Like, that's a little bit of a red flag. You know, I'm very interested who the next gentleman who shows up on her arm is. That's what's going on with a lot of these quote unquote Hollywood. Is she a singer, rapper? I don't know. But
You don't know.
She
I
sings.
You don't know what she is.
They characterize her as a singer.
with dudes that are less significant than them, and then they somehow think that that's gonna work, but it's like they can't attract guys who they really want, I think, is the problem, because she really wants somebody like Drake, and Drake is like, are you kidding me? Like, there's no possible way in the world that I would, no. So, we're just gonna move on from her to this until she drops the next album talking about the Larry album.
The Larry album.
Ratchet Girl
Oh,
and
yeah.
Tatiana.
Larry album. Oh no.
Tatiana and her ratchet outfit out in the mall. Or
Embarrassing that man like that, but this is obviously nothing new. This is obviously how she, like they said, the title gets at him, and that's what he gets for dealing with it. The first time she came at him crazy like that, i.e. bleaching the clothes, because I'm sure something else led up to that. He should have just, why are you dealing with this person? But we all have.
And know your worth, King.
Know your worth. Like the opposite end of that story. This is somebody who's had his clothes bleached a couple times, and cars scratched up, and tires flattened, and who knows what else. And he was just like, you know what? This site, this just seems like the start of something I'm not about to be a part of. If he's starting off with stealing gas, Lord knows what this fool capable of. He obviously desperate because, like, why wouldn't you go steal gas from like a long-term parking lot or something like that? Like, he lucky he didn't get gas in a bullet, to be honest with you. So we'll just kind of move on from there. Like, he should have shot his ass, to be honest with you.
And there's that. And before we move to our next segment, talk to the people there.
Yes, this is not your typical girl talk. We do not, as you might see, but we don't condone violence on this show. I know that you might think we do, but we don't. We're all here to make you laugh. Not your typical girl talk. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio, for replaying our show every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Take a listen, hear us on there. We'd be happy to have you. And we're going to get back into the show because, yeah, it's only Stranger Things.
It's going to get a lot more strange.
Stranger Things.
So this part of the show, the second part of the show, definitely the word laugh is what we're going to be doing in some of this. And it's going to start with this first story. Because this first story, when we heard about it, we said, okay, we need to know the person behind the story. And you know what I did? I went up and found the person behind this amazing story. But before I show you who this Wonder Man is, we're going to tell you what he is about. Man known as Playboy King has been married 87 times and plans to marry again. A bit more about him. So a man has a reputation for getting married 87 times to 46 different women, and he intends to get married once more. He'd occasionally be married to two ladies at once. A rice farmer from West Java named Khan, 61, claims to have been married 87 times and prepared to marry one of them. He claims that he married a girl who was 2 years older than him at the age of 14, and that their union lasted for nearly 2 years. According to Khan, he quickly got married to all of the women he dated because he didn't want them to feel like a fling. So, I don't want you to feel like a fling, so I'm going to, is what Khan said. Married them all, despite some of his relationships lasting for 2. My reason is that I also don't want to play with women's feelings, let alone other people's children. Rather than committing immortality, it is better that I get married.
Ladies and gentlemen, Summer Walker's future husband.
Facts. Someone's got to get her on a plane to Indonesia and hook her up with this man. He's a farmer, so she's an entrepreneur. He has a good business. Come one, come all. Let's go, Summer. Let's go, Deadly Winter. Get your ass down there.
If you're all wondering who this wonderful con man is, we're going to show you. We have discovered who he is. Introducing Khan. Playboy.
I feel bad.
And I just want to
Who's
say,
been married 87 times. Ladies
I
and
want to
gentlemen,
say, for the people that are on the radio and can't see this picture, this man literally looks like one of the characters out of a Bruce Lee film from the 1960s. Like, literally, that's what he looks like.
He must be the best looking man then in Indonesia. He's able to catch all these women.
Well, he's an entrepreneur, like you said.
He's an entrepreneur, he's a farmer. So if we all go
That's
down,
big up in
if
Indonesia.
we all go to Indonesia, will we all be trapped by his spell? Like, how
He
does catch
said,
all these women.
well, you make a good point. Let's just tell you a little bit more about Khan. So Khan has
Oh, Khan is a real Khan indeed.
he's a real Khan indeed. So Khan also claims that he got some spiritual help to make women go crazy for him.
He's an Obiaman.
He's an Obeah man. He's in the black magic.
Also known as a witch. Or...
He's a witch, or what's it called, male witches? He's a Harry Potter. He's a Harry Potter.
He's Mr. Strange from those Marvel movies.
So
He's
Khan,
using Obeah to capture the women.
Yeah. Khan
Oh
said, I want to be the Playboy King of all kings, and he sought spiritual guidance, also known as Obeah, known as Voodoo, known as Santa Maria. It is known as many things, and that's what Khan has done, ladies and gentlemen, to get his 46 brides, who he's married a couple of them twice, and is remarried again for the 88th time. Listen, I got nothing. I got nothing. I said nothing. I have good for you,
Girl,
Khan.
it's hard to say anything at this point.
Before we hear from Rob, because I'm very curious to know what Rob thinks, I would like to know who this spiritual Obeah man or Obeah lady, whoever it is, who he hook up with, because how many of us are out here on these streets?
Like, some men can't even get one date. This man was married
And this man,
87
yes,
times.
he's getting them to even marrying him twice.
And they're all okay with it. They're all about it.
Yes.
And he claims he marries them because he just doesn't want to hurt their feelings.
That's a whole other
Don't feel
show.
like a fling.
that one part of that paragraph, I was like, that could be its own show. Like,
He does not want them to feel like a fling. And so instead
He
of
doesn't want them to
going through making that, he marries them. Now you're wifey. My wifey.
Oh, no.
Robert, please say something. Sorry.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh.
Khan is that guy. I'm just wondering, like, the paperwork must be awfully light in Indonesia to be going through this. You said he married some of them twice.
Yes.
Like, does he have 86 divorces? I just have so many questions. I don't even know where to begin other than, look, Khan is obviously a ladies' man. Y'all are not from that part of the world, Farm Rice, but apparently he and he was a floor investor in Rhino. So
I'm done.
what are you gonna like? Khan is putting up numbers like that over there. Like,
We do you, Khan.
he got the
Khan is the man. He's living Drake's dream. If anything, Khan is the real international lover boy. He's got
61. He's been getting married since he was 14.
oh Jesus.
looks pretty virile for a 61-year-old.
Because he's been waxing on and waxing off for 47 years.
I mean, listen.
Wow, Khan.
I'm done.
He got up for more.
There's too much. This is a lot.
I'm done, girls. I'm done. We're gonna move on because there's two more, and the other two are a lot. And these two segments are both what in the caucasity, but this one, first one, I'm gonna title Methany. And when
Methany.
you see
Go ahead,
what I
Methany.
have,
Sometimes you gotta do what you
Yeah.
gotta do. And
That's-
Methany did what she needed to be, but she
It's
felt she
Methany.
was in the right.
Yes, so
You do your thing, Methany.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Methany did not get arrested without a tussle. First off, look at her forehead. Like, did she crash? Lord have mercy.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
man.
Methany. So it says, woman steals truck from man during first date, then leads cops on a high-speed chase. Now, I don't have the full article. I'm going to remember from memory. I'm going to go on the site I found and find it. But basically, they met on an online dating site, and she was talking to said man over a period of time, and then he invited her to his home for a first date. Because that's always the way to go, right? Like,
right? Always the way to go. Yes.
Therefore, you know
Go
what
to the man's house.
So then she goes to his home. He says he goes into the bathroom to get ready, and while he's getting ready, he hears the vroom vroom. Sorry. Of his truck, only to look out the window and see Methany.
Bye, Bethany.
Driving off.
Take care.
When he tries to, of course, he's got to call the police, and Methany leads them on a high-speed chase until she's caught. But once Methany's caught, I mean, the cops were so gracious to her, they took her to the hospital to get her checked out. You know, we want to make sure that Methany right here is okay, and then they formally arrested her, and here we go, Methany. That is the gist of the story.
Sounds awesome.
Can I just say again, this is a PSA to all the men out there. If you're talking to a woman online and you suggest that your first date should be at your house and she's all about it, that is a red flag.
Facts.
No woman
Wants to go to your house
is
on
going
first
to
date?
your house for a
Facts.
first date. No real woman, as in a
Sane
lady,
woman.
sane. Only psychopaths want to come to your house on the first date as a woman.
Facts.
Women aren't out here trying to victimize themselves.
Yeah.
Facts.
Bro.
But this one, though.
Remember the lady with who tied up the dude and tried to cut him up in her bathroom?
Yes.
And she'd ordered skip the dishes.
Right, and it was the first date.
Be that thirsty, guys. She's absolutely correct. Like, that is, yeah, I think that's kind of standard. As she said, if you invite her to your house
And
on
she's
a first
so
date
eager.
and she shows up, be afraid. Be very afraid.
But look at her. This was
Yeah.
an accident. Like, this is not just, she's on something.
She's on meth. I also wish that they would show her profile photo, because I think it was from A Whole Lot of Fish. I think it was one of those kind of I think it was a whole lot of, I think it was that. And I would love to see what her profile pic was to do a comparison. I'm sorry, if I was a police officer and you pull this woman over, I'm not taking her to the hospital. I'm like, ma'am, you need Jesus. I'm taking you to the altar. They're gonna rebuke some demons out of your ass and just throw the Bible at her or something. Because you are demon possessed.
Like,
What
there's
the hell is
something
wrong with her
clearly
hair?
wrong with her. This
Yeah.
She looks like Ryan Seacrest.
Like, what happened
this
to
is
her?
meth.
She has Ryan
Meth.
Seacrest hair.
And you would like I prayed this was not her dating. Like, she didn't look anything close, because that man is like, he probably, she's a streetwalker, and that's how he met her and brought her home. Because this story just doesn't seem, because, how did she go from Methany, and she looked like J-Lo on the dating profile?
That's what I want to know.
You
I'm
just
curious.
bring a woman who looks like she's on some serious drugs to your home?
Yeah.
What?
I would much rather you invite your bumble to your house than pick up a woman on the street and take her home.
Yeah.
That is going to be very bad, because at least with the internet date, you can assume she's coming from somewhere else.
Right.
Right. True.
Girl walking around, that could be her life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, as well, when did she decide she was gonna steal the truck? Like, she got there, she walked
She
by
saw
the
the
truck,
truck.
went into the man's house, and
Yeah.
was like, "Yo,
This truck is fire.
that truck is fire.
This Ford
This
F-150.
date is over."
I need that Ford F-150 in my life. I'm gonna take
Like,
it.
did she take the bus there? Like, I'm
Yeah,
just.
how'd she get there? She Uber?
There's
Wait,
a lot of
I think he
questions.
sent her an
No, he sent an Uber to pick
He
her
sent an
up.
Uber.
See,
So
there you go.
In addition to that, he sent an Uber to pick her up. So clearly she's getting out of the Uber and was like, ooh. Oh. Then when she got in, the keys were there and she was like, come out.
I bet he
Just like that.
let that Uber pick her up from a hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably because she's one of those hourly hotels or motels,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Man,
Yeah.
stop it. Stop again. Women who are just so quick to come to your home, it's a no. It's a no.
You
Not
can't
true.
want to pay for sex. That's just not gonna end up well for you, sir. You're gonna be on Jeffrey Dahmer special.
And with that, we're going to move on to our final what in the caucasity section. Affectionately titled this one, What in the Utah?
Oh God, girl, I'm not ready for this. This
I-
was wild.
this was, yeah. Okay. I don't even know if this took place in Utah, but we're just going to go with it. Grandmother, 56, gives birth to her son and daughter-in-law's baby. And they say, we are feeling so blessed.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
How was a 6-year-old woman more viable?
Well, we're
Yeah.
going to tell you why. So Jeff Hawk was moved when his mother, 56-year-old Nancy Hawk, first offered to serve as a surrogate for him and his wife Cambria, who were left with few options for expanding their family following her hysterectomy. Though he didn't initially think the moving gesture was a possibility, his mother gave birth to Jeff and Cambria's daughter Hannah, their 5th child, on Wednesday afternoon. The Utah family, it is from Utah, exclusively tells people how many people get to watch their mother give birth.
Ew.
Jeff, who calls the experience a beautiful moment.
What?
What in the big love is going on? I am so confused once you started expanding more on the story. Like, I thought this was their first child.
We did too when we first heard the story.
Their 5th child.
Yes, sir.
What's the hurry, boss? Like,
Yes, sir.
why do you need another child?
I
And it
wish
seems
we
like
knew.
That's got to be his stepdad, because I cannot imagine.
No, it's his real dad.
Even
Yeah, see, Utah, as we know.
some special people.
And so here's the
And that's
picture,
that.
if you can see of them all in the hospital room of holding the hand and her legs are open, and her daughter-in-law. Not only does her son, but her daughter-in-law is in her
In her crotch.
final area.
Natural birth.
Yes.
Like the actual
Yeah.
hole.
She's 6 years old.
Yes, 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 yes.
How you gonna explain that your grandma died giving birth to you?
Robert.
That's a science project. There,
Oh, we're gonna
anyways.
listen, y'all. We're gonna have a whole bunch of Utah people chasing us down.
This is the lovely family with all
Girl,
the
stop lying. This is weird. This is like a freak show. The man is watching his mom push a baby out of the same place that he was pushed out of.
yeah, I just.
This is weird.
And second of all, like, I mean, the woman already had a hysterectomy, so it's like, why do you need another
What do
child?
you mean another?
My thing is this, it's like you couldn't find anyone else to be the surrogate. I mean, the whole point of a surrogate is someone that is far removed from the family dynamic so that this child can grow up with the, you know, with the system that, the belief system that my mom and my dad created me. You know, like that's the whole point. You're bringing grandma into it? Like, grandma,
She's the
what's
grandma
like, I
and
just,
the mom.
grandma's too close to this couple to be the surrogate.
She's the grandma and the mom. Oh my gosh.
The birth mom.
She's the birth mom and the grandma. Utah.
So, grow up and hear the stories of how his grandma gave birth.
Birth to him. Yeah. Well, her. Hannah. So Hannah will
Hannah.
gladly hear that
That's
mommy
like a
wasn't
Utah
able to
name.
give birth to you, so grandma did.
Oh my
And
God.
daddy was there to watch your grandma, his mom, push you into this world. Tell me that is just not dinner table conversation for y'all. That is
Yep.
good old Sunday
Yes. Yes, it is.
conversation.
Yep.
And we all know how mean siblings can be sometimes. How they think them other folk kids is gonna be looking at grandma baby.
Grandma, baby.
Grandma.
See that grandma.
Grandma baby. What are you talking about?
Grandma.
When the other kids want to make fun of the poor thing, they're gonna be like,
your grandma's
you came out of grandma's
vagina. Your grandma.
that will be how they tease him. This
The
poor
kid goes to
child.
school. No, the kid
You came out of
an old vag.
Listen.
This
Kids
This
can
is
be
horrible.
mean.
Kids are cruel.
is
They're
not the
horrible.
way.
That kid's gonna get bullied by his own siblings.
And everybody else. And everybody else. This is Utah.
This is in the media. This is something they should have kept on
To
their own.
themselves. They actually put this out there. This is in not just in media, it's in People magazine. This came from the whitest of white people magazines is People magazine. That's where
Yeah, this is incest adjacent. It's like right around.
And no, right to.
Like,
because they had to put your son's sperm in an egg with your
Yeah,
daughter's
it's
Yeah.
that
it's
in your-
gross. Yeah. That's,
Oh my God.
mm-mm.
What do you think about
No.
that, right? Like, what do you think about that?
No.
That is the son you gave birth to. His sperm was
No.
inside you, and you. No, I have nothing more. I don't think there's. So.
That's a good story to shut the show down on, because that is kind of beyond odd. Like, that's not even weird. That's odd.
Yeah.
Because would it have been differently if the daughter-in-law was the daughter and then it was someone else's son, right? It was her son-in-law. So her daughter and her son-in-law. It might have a different vibe. Still weird, but a different vibe. But this is your own. I'm done. Okay.
Especially after you've already had 4. I could see
You already have
if it was
more.
even your first child and you're desperate, you know, like we just need to have that one kid. But
Wow.
girl, son, you already got 4.
That was the
You
issue.
wanted a
Yeah, 'cause when we first saw the story, and I'm like, okay, their first kid, kind of weird, but God bless her. She had it. And then I started reading more. I'm like, hold on, 5th kid, and that's when I actually said, what in the Utah? Before we didn't even realize it was in Utah. But again, it is in Utah because again, when you think of crazy stuff like that, you think of Utah. Like this is
Utah.
very incest adjacent. It's to me, I can't. And the fact that the son was in the delivery room, why, sir?
Watching.
Already seen this 4 times. You don't need to see your child.
Watching. But that was his wife's vagina. Now he wants to see his mom's vagina.
I'm done. We
We'll
have
see his mom's
But-
vagina
Okay.
pushing
You know
out
what, ladies
his
and
child,
gentlemen,
aka
like
the
Television likes
grandchild.
to say, this is it. We are canceled. Like this
Yeah,
is
Pushing it out.
That's it right there.
this
Push! Push,
No,
mom!
no,
Push,
stop,
mom, push!
stop. We're gonna have so much hate right now coming towards us.
And then you see like the daughter-in-law. I can see the hand. And her mom's like that, right there,
No.
pushing the doctor out of the way.
No.
Don't worry, doc. I got this. And just
No.
pull out the baby themselves. Who cut the umbilical cord? Like,
You know what, we're done here. So we're gonna actually have Robbie 3 times. This just might be it for us, and so we're just gonna say today. We appreciate all you done for us. Radio Region syndicated to our radio, and we have done our best to keep wholesome, family-like show, and this is where this might come to an end. But before we do, we're gonna make sure that Robbie 3 times says what he needs to say, because this is what he does, and I have nothing. So Robbie 3 times at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're talking about Playboy King.
oh.
Yeah, I'm just at a loss for that. I'm like, I don't feel like the part of Indonesia he in, they don't have roads. And he just is like the most eligible guy. And he gets it in. He gets his cardio in. Like, that's about it for Khan. Like, and he obviously got a sweet thumb. Like, all the girls like, yeah, man.
Oh.
Okay.
Gosh.
No, if you said sweet tongue, I'm done. We're done. So we're on to
Whispering in the ears, boy.
Methany.
Methany she's got that face. And the crazy thing about it looks like she's thinking about what she can steal next. Like, she's not quite defeated yet. She is still got some fight and some gas left in the tank. You know what I mean? So, next story, because I have so many questions. But so first, if she had a hysterectomy, how would she still have eggs? I'm a little, so this seems to indicate some level of strategy and planning was involved. And I thought the point of a surrogate is that you don't have to see them at family gatherings and holidays. So how are you guys going to handle as a family that grandma gave birth to number 5? Like, does she have parental rights? Like, does she have custody? Is she on the hook for child support even? Like, because so many lines are blurred, this is so very around the corner in the same zip code of incest that I'm just like, this is a very strange family. Like, and how was Dad okay with this? Out of everything that's confusing about it, I'm 56 years old and I'm dealing with a pregnant woman? Hell no. How did this happen? Like, little Timmy Jr., hell no. It's not happening.
And yeah, we're done. We're actually done. We have nothing, and we're officially done. So, tell me, talk to the people that.
I want to thank everyone so much for watching and for listening. Feel free to find us on iHeartRadio. Thanks to Radio Region. Huge thank you to Radio Region. So all you gotta do is listen to us on iHeartRadio, on Radio Region, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Go ahead, find us on there and listen to all of our award-winning content. Listen to it now before it gets removed. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of those that watch us coming here every Wednesday to listen to us as we try to make sense of the foolishness on the internet. We are all over Blue Ivy's internet. That's right. So find us under the name Not Your Typical Girl Talk on Facebook, YouTube, and follow us right here as well. We go live every Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. We got Kurthia, I'm Telly, we got Shiva, and we got Robbie 1, 2, 3 times. Until next time, stay the hell out of Utah and have a wonderful evening. Good night. And do not, whatever you do, men, lock up your trucks. Because Methany has probably inspired a whole bunch of other people to steal y'all trucks. So hide the keys, put your truck in the garage, do whatever you need to do, figure it out. And kiss your grandma, because you never know. That grandma
May have given birth to you.
to your mom.
We're done. We're over. Goodbye. Adios. That is weird as all hell.